Hello everybody. Apologies if this stream is a little bit weird and janky. I haven't streamed for ages, so yeah, we are back. Oh, I'm so excited for today. So not only am I streaming for the first time in a while, and I miss it, and blah, 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 but I thought it would be a good opportunity to have a bit of an announcement. I have avoided talking about Whimsicraft Season 2 for a long time, especially as we have been discussing it since the beginning of Season 1. And that is why I have decided that now is the correct time to talk about it, because in a few weeks, Whimsicraft Season 2 will begin. But that doesn't mean that Season 1 is over. No. We are not taking too much time off, which means that I still have 2 more Whimsicraft episodes coming out. Today's and next week's, which is very exciting. Yeah, I guess. Well, today's next week, and there'll be one after that, which is very cool. I just forgot how time works. I don't know. But yeah, I did want to have like a small discussion, I guess. So, first off, Season 1 is still going well for me. It's still awesome. I still love it. And this will be a world to remember. To be perfectly honest, I have built a lot here, and I am very proud of what I've built. And so, yeah, no, it's just awesome, you know. Like it's just so exciting to know that there is a possibility that I can start afresh, and there's so much more, so many more ideas, and so much more that I want to do. But I'm also being very careful because obviously I don't want to reveal everything that's happening in Season 2, especially as not everything has been planned out yet. But you know, that's how it works. We've got 25 people to coordinate around, so you know, it's pretty difficult. But as some of you may know, I've been taking quite a active role in the admin side of Whimsicraft for a while, so it's exciting for me in particular because I've put so much time and effort and thought into everything that we've been doing over the past few weeks. Or I guess months is a bit more accurate. But yeah, it's just so cool. So exciting to know that there's such cool stuff coming soon. And for me in particular, I'll be doing a really different base than what I've done this season. So this season was about conflict. And everything that I built was really focused on the idea of contrasting opinions, or contrasting societies, I guess. And I think it's very cool, but it also leaves room for me to do something completely new and something completely different. And that is where I will be doing something really interesting. So my plan is something that I don't want to reveal in its entirety because, you know, I wanna keep it interesting, I guess. Now I have just realised that I'm incapable of flying, but I have just realised I'm not running any shaders, so I'll get those on for you guys. But my base plan that I'm just so excited for is, I can't remember how I describe it because it's very complex, but first off, there's going to be a new custom biome, and it's not going to be a forest like this. It's going to be a jungle. Now, in my opinion, Minecraft jungles are some of the better built biomes in Minecraft. They feel more real than like forests, for example. So I think that's very cool. But that's not going to stop me from building a million custom trees and really making it into something that I love. So that's step 1. Step 2 is skyscrapers, and specifically really modern, ugly skyscrapers, lots of glass, lots of concrete. But there's something different happening, and that is that the interiors and some exterior detail will actually be steampunky. And that might seem very weird, but it's because I have this idea that the people who live in the city I don't know. The people who live in the city are disillusioned with modern architecture, and so have kept the buildings but reverted the interiors to steampunky to make themselves feel more comfortable. So it's coppery. There's lots of wood. I'll be taking quite a bit of inspiration from cake over here, and so just kind of like overall, it's just going to be such a different feeling. And so that's just so exciting. But I guess the other thing with that is that I will be changing the way that I do videos. I will be making them more cool, hopefully. I will be spending more time per video, and so there'll be less of them. I'll talk more about this in more videos that I make kind of in between the 2 seasons, because I did say we were taking a small break, but it's still a break, and I want to publish videos in that break. So I've got a couple of things that I want to I guess talk about, think about, but overall it's just such an exciting thing to look forward to think about, to plan. But today we've still got stuff to do. There are some parts of this base that I think need little like spring cleaning improvements. For example, some of this stuff around here I'm not quite happy with. I feel like it could do with just a little bit extra detail. So first things first, I'm going to get a little bit of grass, and I'm going to run around and just like remove any really smooth flat areas like this. I don't like how that bit looks, so we're just going to get some grass, some ferns, go around and just kind of polish everything up. Similar idea here. However, the golems are back in my base. Now, I don't know if I've been pranked and there's another, like, golem maker at my house. It doesn't look like it. Flying in the sky, I can't see anything that's visible, but there's a golem on my roof, and there's a golem over there, and then obviously the normal golem is still in my house. But yeah, I don't know, it's just slightly concerning that the golems are back, because last time there were golems, there were hundreds of them. So yeah, we kind of don't want to do that again, I guess. It was quite funny though, to be fair. But wait, statistics, mobs, I'm gone 400, 440. Now I've actually been out this morning, so I haven't had huge amounts of time to plan what we're going to do today. But so I'll be kind of searching around, looking for little things that I think could use some improvement. But it's also very warm in England, so as you saw, I'm running the slightly less beautiful shaders because I don't want to die. Yeah, there is a distinct chance of me just keeling over and dying if I run my shaders on there on maximum too much. But actually had that last night. It was super warm, and I was in great amounts of pain and suffering, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah. I think what I am going to do next is I'm going to run back here, and yeah, grass and fern time. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to sleep. Yeah, of course. It's been 10 minutes. It's time for me to sleep. That's why we need people online, you know. Get cake online. Cake or Will online is never nice. It's wonderful. Right. So the first bit that I saw was over in the industrial area over here. Needs a little bit of decoration. Cakey. Hello. How's it going, my dude? Right, I think I saw a little bit over here that looked a little bit bland. Yeah. Kind of down here. Doing great. Amazing. I'm glad to hear that, my guy. Will you continue to be our guardian angel of sleeping in season 2? You better go find a bed quick. Now this has all been bone mealed up, so it's super flowery and grassy around here, so that doesn't need anything. This is another job that needs doing. Oh, the Easter eggs, of course. Of course. It was so fun, but they are still absolutely everywhere. Probably. Let's go. I don't need to get a bed. But actually, there was one other thing I wanted to talk about with Season 2, which I didn't really properly come up with until yesterday. And it's kind of like a side quest that I want to do. Something to kind of to do in streams, but to also mention videos and stuff. I want to do all advancements in Whimsicraft. Now, all advancements is a speedrun category, which I really enjoy watching. Because there are a lot of really interesting advancements. If I go into my advancement screen over here and jump through, you can see that I'm actually pretty bad. Like, I haven't done a lot of the different things that there is to do in Minecraft. And so, why wouldn't I, like, try and do some of these? It's just an interesting different thing. Like this one, Star Trader, trade with a villager at build high limit. Like, it's just so interesting that there were all these different things that I could do. So yeah, I'm gonna do it. Like, obviously I always do all of these, but yeah, it's just something cool that exists in Minecraft that builders generally ignore. So why would I ignore it? Like, there's no harm in me just going around and trying to do some of the hard advancements now, because obviously I know like what 99% of the advancements are, like the hidden ones and stuff, because I watch speedrunning so much. I know for one, some of you may be familiar with How Did We Get Here, which is an advancement that is fairly simple, I would say. It's very simple. All you have to do is get every single potion effect in the game. Every single one. So it's not just like, oh yeah, throw all the potions on you. No, you need to get a beacon, you need to get a shulker from the end, you need to get a glowing arrow, you even need to have like mining fatigue, like, and conduit power. Like, it's just so many things to do. And it's so satisfying to watch people like Feinberg do it. Like, why not, right? Why not try and do it myself? Because I technically know how to do it. It just requires... Right, so these guys don't attack me, which is really useful, but also very strange. So I have no idea why they exist. Unless there's like something underground. Are they being made? I don't think so. Wow, but those gave me 5 iron. That's good. I'll take that. Do have a DM though, so I'm going to quickly look at that. Okay, yeah, that is not important. That's the problem with Discord. There's no like levels of notification. It's like, could be just a random message from Tram, or it could be, you know, a ping on a server that's like, yo, this is the most important thing ever. Like, I don't know. Get a few extra carrots. That is a job that we need to do though. Looks like we're running a little low. Yeah, again, I'm going to run the rounds around my base looking for places that grass and ferns need to go. Always feels weird saying fern as a thing rather than fern as a name, because I talk to fern too much. But yeah, definitely around here these edges could do with polishing up just a little bit, although to be fair it actually looks pretty decent. It's just not gradiented properly. Yeah. Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit of moss and stuff and just try and gradient out this edge more nicely. Like, obviously there's little bits of dirt and stuff. Okay, what is happening here? I'm going to remove a lot of these vines because I don't like them. Can disappear out of here. Same on this side. Yeah, there we go. Better. yeah, it's little clean-up jobs like this that are so important to me, because at the end of the day, I want the space to be finished. Like, I don't want to leave Season 1 feeling unsatisfied that my base is not done. And I know that some people kind of care less about that and just kind of want to move on to the clean slate. But for me personally, it irks me a lot. A project isn't complete. Which is why for like the hardcore streams, I basically didn't rest until I dug that hole out. Like, it took me 20 streams, so like 40 something hours. If I, were generously rounding up, it probably took me 2 days to dig that hole. But it was worth it because it made a complete project. Just something that's finished. And so that's what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do here. We are going to attempt to have a full, complete, finished project that I can be proud of. And there are many ways to be proud of something. And I just want to be proud of it just in some way. I don't have to be proud of it in every way possible. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just need to be satisfied. And one of the ways that we can be satisfied is by things looking finished, even if they're not to me. I don't know if that makes much sense, but I don't know. I feel like you can make something look done when it's not. Like, actually, it's a good example. I fly down this tunnel, not this tunnel, the other tunnel. How do I still not know the difference? There's actually like a visual cue that tells me which tunnel it is. If I run down this tunnel, and then go up here, and go through this tunnel, and keep going, so now we're in Finn's base. Here, doing stuff like this, where it looks complete, even though it could be more. Like, I don't know what Finn's plans. Well, I don't know if they intended to, like, build a big room here and just did this as a finishing thing, but either way, this is kind of like my idea of something that could look done, but might not be in their brain. And so what I want to do is make that be the case in my entire base, where there are areas that I'm happy with, that they look done, but they might not be. For example, here. This has never been built. Like, when I built this, I was really rushing and kind of like busy and like struggling with episodes, so I never built this, but it needs doing, and I know exactly what to do. I planned it and everything, so maybe that's a little cleanup project for today. So, yeah, okay. I think the next thing that we want to do is do that. To be honest, I think there were definitely other things that we could have done on the surface to make it more complete, but now that that's in my brain as a thing that I've remembered that I need to do, I cannot not do it now. Okay. Apparently I am incapable of using a crafting table. Though actually, talking about speedrunning and crafting, at some point I do want to learn how to craft properly. I know that sounds really stupid, but I have never learned how to craft. Like, obviously crafting is relatively simple, and especially after playing the game for tens of thousands of hours or whatever I've played it for, you'd think that I'd be good at it. But I'm not fast at crafting. Ooh. Lag. That's interesting. That's server lag, or is that my whole computer lagging? Stream looks okay. What is my ping? That was like, oh, chat. Oh, chat. Oh, no. Oh, no. 140. I can't move. There's no way I only have 140 ping. That doesn't... I'm flying without an elytra. Brother. What is happening? Are you good now? 3,000 ping! 3,000 ping! Oh, God. Oh, my God. Okay. I'm only here to check what color glass I used for the gradient. Okay, I used grey glass. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, I will be using it. You know, doing complex actions like that using a trident stuff probably isn't good for ping. Or is almost as bad as me. Hi, Fusey, and I will never get as bad ping as you, Fusey. That's just not possible, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. 1700 ping is really bad, but it's not 7,000 ping like you get sometimes. Like, bro, this is... I'm not at your level yet. Oh, my God. Yeah. Okay, well, my ping's dropping back down. I think the server's just having a bit of a moment. It's actually really rare for our provider to completely break like that. That would have been a good stat gamble. Highest ping. Yeah, but I don't have any glass, so we are gonna need to make some, actually. But I know I've got sand, and obviously I've got furnaces, so we'll smelt some sand up, and at the same time we'll craft up some grey dye. But I need... Okay, I have 7 normal glass. I have 3 grey. Obviously we can recolor glass in Whimsicraft, so I'm gonna try and get as much glass as I can to like recolor. But that's a stack of 8, that's a stack of 8, that's a stack of 8, and that is a stack of 8. Okay, not bad, not bad. So let's get some grey. Oh, you can't do that with white, can you? Oh, with colorless. Oh, but you can't do it with grey either, I don't think. I will test that. Can't stay long, please discuss all of Season 2 right now. Bro, you know what I'm doing for Season 2. It's in the Discord, my guy. You're the only one here. Well, and Cake, but like, you guys are the ones that know what is happening. It is also the fact that Yo Season 2 is happening. That is also a thing. I feel ripped off. Well, also the fact that I'll be making less videos. That's probably vaguely relevant as well, isn't it? That's probably a thing that you care about. I'll be making less, but higher quality videos. So yeah, I guess that is vaguely important. Right, I need to make some more glass. And okay, so we need probably 4 stacks -1. Yeah, that's probably good. You won't get to episode 50 next season? Oh, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It was... 50 episodes was too much. To be 100% real with you guys, I'm never doing this again. Like, weekly videos was really cool. It was a fantastic learning experience, which I'll talk about in one of my upcoming videos. But I'm never doing it again. Maybe that's spoilers for the video, but yeah, I'm not doing it again. Hell nah, I didn't pick up any coal. I'm so good at Minecraft. I'm so good. Never say never. Brother, unless I do YouTube full time, I'm not making weekly videos. And to be perfectly honest, aiming to do YouTube full time is a big goal. I calculated that if you had 100k subs and were like constantly taking sponsorships, you could do it full time. But if you have less subs than that, the AdSense revenue just doesn't cover it. You might need to join a live... I am not joining a live series. A future people trying to get me to do series. I'm not doing a live series. I don't like live series. I do vaguely enjoy watching live series, but I have said this before, haven't I, that I regret making my world hardcore. That I see the benefits in hardcore, and I do like it, but if my forever world was not hardcore, I'd probably be happier. But yeah, the threat of death is annoying to me. Like, I don't die much, but having the pressure, it's just annoying. Like, oh, I'd really like to do this project today. Oh, but it requires doing this thing that I need to plan for like half an hour, otherwise I'll just die stupidly. And it's like, I don't want to do that. Oh, okay. When was I doing cactus? When did I need green dye? I have no idea. I just realized I got rid of one sand rather than getting one extra. I'm so smart. I need to smelt up 2 sand. Thankfully I've got the coal for it though, because for some reason I'm really bad at like judging how much coal I need. Like, obviously it's so easy to calculate, but nope. But yeah, I need to grab 2 sand, and yeah, I'll just shove it in there, in one of the furnaces. It's fine. If easy, appreciate you stopping by. The amount of rockets that I use in this area is just silly. Oh, and I'm behind the wall, so I can't even set off the sensor. Right. It's night, we're gonna need to sleep again. That's always something that I find with Minecraft streams. That I always feel like streams so... That doesn't make any sense. What am I saying? That time in streams passes so fast. Like, it feels like that I'm constantly needing to sleep, even though it really isn't that much time that's passing. It just feels like it is. I'll just collect up a good amount of glass and then just make it grey. Okay, yeah, that's 2 stacks. We'll see how far that gets us. Because to be honest, I have no idea how much glass we're going to need for this to make the gradient look good. We'll go back to the other one and count how many layers we have so that I know how much we need. But thankfully the tunnel's quite small, so we don't actually need that much glass per layer. The other one was just silly. Yeah, the one down here has so many glass blocks. It's just so stupid. I should have made the tunnel smaller, knowing that I was going to do a glass gradient, but it looks cool, so maybe it was worth it. Right. Let's hop down here. You have to be careful here, because mobs can spawn. The only bit of my base where I left it dark deliberately so the mobs could spawn. But yeah, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 layers. Okay. That's not bad. So that is... Obviously we need a little bit of distance before the glass starts. Probably this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the glass goes there. Okay, that's not too bad, I would say. Now I'm not going to bother using a beacon to dig this out because it really isn't that much. I know that at one point, the mumbo jumbo that calculated how many blocks you needed to mine for it to be worth it to build the beacon. But for me, it's not just building the beacon, it's going and getting the beacon, because I don't just have it with me. Which is probably stupid, but, you know. I have just thought of a couple of other interesting things that I'm doing with Season 2 that will be fun. Fun and different. I will attempt to not be the rich guy. So for the now defunct Whimsicraft recap, my whole like character arc was that I was rich on the first day. I was the first person to get a diamond block and like go around and flaunt my wealth on the server, and it was quite fun. But I don't want to do it again. I want to be different, be poor. It's just like for me that we are intending for Whimsicraft to survive for the sort of foreseeable future. Like everything that we do on the admin side is always like, okay, if we were doing this next year, what would it be like, you know? So what that means is that I need to do stuff in a way that leaves me opportunity to do more things in the future. Just like doing the same thing over and over and over again would eventually get boring. And so I don't want to do that. I never want to get bored of Whimsicraft, so I will always attempt to do different things, build in new styles, play in different ways, set myself new challenges. Many of us are saying that Whimsicraft Season 1 was the trial run, the figuring ourselves out. And now that we've figured ourselves out, we can go all in, and I know that I will, for one, be pushing even harder next season than I did this time. But I'll be pushing in a healthy way. I will be making episodes more slowly. I won't have a fixed upload schedule. I will just simply try and make things better and make myself happier as I do stuff. And if I can succeed in being happier in everything that I do, then I have truly succeeded. So, yeah, pretty exciting. Now, one thing about this tunnel I've realised is I should probably have a grate on the front of this as well, because I don't want you to be able to see in properly. I want it to be quite obvious that this is not supposed to be looked in. Also, I'll use buckets to get this water all the way down, but then I will have waterlogged iron bars similar to this one, where the iron bar's waterlogged. But before we do that, need to change up these into tough. Important that this is consistently textured and it feels complete, which is obviously what we're doing. Now, I am a bit annoyed that on Discord the YouTube embeds cut off the thumbnails, so it just says a noun. It's just like, okay, that of big announcement, which is what I intended for it to say. But no, Discord has to be contrarian and annoying as normal. Although I do say as normal, Discord is pretty good. A lot of people complain about Discord. They are very intent on banning people for stupid stuff, but overall they're pretty good. Wow, my voice is not up to practice with streaming. I'm already getting dry and scratchy. It's not been long, so you know. Oh, I'm sorry, you did hear me drinking a little bit. I tried to lean away from the mic, but alas, I'm not perfect. Now, I should probably do this with slabs, right? Do this floor. I could also just not bother doing it with slabs and just do it with full blocks. Though I actually don't have that much stuff with me. I won't do the floor. I'll grab a crafting table later. But yeah. I was saying earlier how I was out this morning. I was out actually looking at nature. I know, unbelievable. I touched grass. Actually, I didn't touch the grass, but I touched it with my shoes, and that counts, right? Yeah. It is always so funny, the whole touch grass thing, when I have hay fever. I shouldn't be touching grass. So, actually, thankfully, I don't get too affected touching grass. I don't get, like, rashes and stuff. But, either way, I do think it's quite ironic. Touch grass! I can't! But, it's nice working again on the server, because for I think the past 2 days I haven't really been on the server too much. Like, don't get me wrong, I log in, but I don't really like do stuff, if you know what I mean. Like, I just kind of vibe. Yesterday, for those who were there, I was in Fern's stream, and we were just kind of hanging out. It was nice. I always enjoy hanging out with Fern. So, super chill. But, yeah, this class is, like, fairly simple overall, but as I say, we need to kind of try and texture this in a way that works. That's always the thing with this. The texturing is actually kind of difficult, especially to do it live, where it feels, I feel more stupid if I mess it up and make the gradient look terrible. Though to be fair, I complain about that, but for those who know my hardcore world, I built that whole gradient live. Like, it was difficult, but I got into a rhythm with it and then just started yapping about whatever I used to yap about. I used to go on big long rants much more than I do now. Someone mentioned Andrew Tate in my chat once and I went absolutely bonkers at them. Well, I said I didn't like yell at them, but you know, I was like, yeah, had a rant. But I hoped in the moment that it was for the greater good. You know what I mean? Hopefully they learned a thing or two. Oh well. But, yeah, this gradient's going well. Well, I said gradient, there is no gradient, it's just normal texturing. But I'm doing pretty bland, boring texturing. It feels like this tunnel might potentially be newer. Maybe that's the vibe that I'm going for, that this is less planned. Like, these tunnels are much more like open and feel like they're supposed to be there with like the big copper rods coming out the bottom of mine to like support it, and then this one is much bigger, and like it feels like the tunnel was built for these 3 pipes because they're all kind of like in the correct place, whereas this one's a bit more like weird, just kind of jutting out of the wall for no particular reason. I think that's that's potentially the vibe. Here just because type of thing. To mine out the ceiling real quick. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to get more blocks, but as I said, we can use slabs and stuff to make the floor and the ceiling better. But even then, I don't think we've got enough, because this is quite a lot of blocks. I always underestimate circles, how many blocks it takes to build a circle. Like with the square, I can kind of judge it just by looking, but with this, I am useless. Obviously, this back wall needs to be done too. But generally, when you do the back wall of gradients, you make them just a little different. You kind of make them, yeah, darker. I think for the tunnel that we did down there, I think I just shoved deep slate in the back. Actually, it worked quite well. Maybe I'll do that. I'll drop off the cactus and cactus green dye and stuff. It's not called cactus green anymore, it's just called green dye. Kind of sad. I don't know why I have advanced tooltips on. Oh, it's because of the durability. If I do a 3H. Yeah, it doesn't show the durability. So even though it gives me all the weird unnecessary stuff. I want to know the exact durability. Blue. Good to see you, Blue. I saw the result of the Champions League. I still don't care. But I hear that it was a good match for the team that you were supporting, Blue. Is that alright? Either that or you got walloped, which is funny either way, but you know. Yeah. Cactus, green. Where the heck do cacti go? Sure, cactus is a grass now. I've now not expecting them to cook this hard. Nice. That's good. Right. Yeah, I wanted to get a bit of deep slate and I need some extra tough. Deep slate. Yeah, just normal deep slate doesn't really matter. The whole point is that it just gives you a new vibe, I guess. Just kind of looking in, you can just kind of see the extra dark blocks. It's not supposed to be super visible anyway. The thing about this project is that I'm basically flying to Fern's base every time I do this, because this is where this tunnel ends up. Basically a Fern's base. Which is funny, because this sewer might as well be Fern's. Because this literally goes towards his base. Look, if I fly up. This is actually going dead straight on towards his house. Which is hilarious. So, yeah. Fern's sewer. Doesn't matter at all. Shouldn't be able to see it, and if you have, I've messed up. Oh, I didn't get a crafting table. I am so good at this game. Oh well. I can put these edges in at least. Okay, same on the side. Perfect. And then, yeah, I need to get a crafting table. I was going to be lazy and just place them, but I really shouldn't. Wait. Yeah, the stone cutter's still here. Let's go. I was not expecting that to still be there for some reason, even though that's the whole point of this room. Right, I'll make a stack of slabs and a stack of more slabs, and hopefully we will have enough resources. I know that one stack is not going to be enough, but I will give it my best shot to hopefully have enough. Okay. Super good at this game. I almost feel out of practice because I've been playing so much Terraria recently. I was trying to do the, which advancement is it? Which, they're called achievements when it's Steam, isn't it? It was the purify the whole world. For those familiar with Terraria will know, but oh, that was hard. Like that was really hard to purify an entire world, because initially what I wanted to do is I wanted to like do it properly and do it on a large world. But oh my lord. That was painful. I dug all the tunnels, went through, and I've tried to clean as much of the world as I could with the spray, and then checked the dryad to tell me how much of the world I had left. And she was like, "Oh yeah, you still got 2% left." I was like, "Where? How is that even possible?" I thought I'd cleaned every block of the whole world, but apparently I hadn't. And so, yeah, I then made a small world and just did it with the small world. And it was a lot easier. Surprising. That's absolutely no surprise there. Did you make some of those holes before hard mode to stop the spread? Nope. Because it's a large world. I used the full drill. I just used the big drill to do it. It didn't take too long to make the holes. But then I spent, you know, 10 platinum on all the juice. And yeah. I sprayed everywhere with the juice, every single block, and I still had some left, and I was like, right, I give up. To spend that much time digging all the holes, to then run out, to then, yeah, use all of it, pretty much. No, I used extra, actually, to what I had initially bought. And, yeah, no, it just didn't work. I should probably finish all the achievements for 400 hours. Right up. I have 1900 hours. 1900, and I just did one of the achievements like 2 days ago. Oh my god, Nightbot's only here 45 minutes late. Yeah. Yeah, nah, I have 1900 hours on Terraria. I still have ones to do. I've never done one of the special seeds, so that's an easy achievement to get. I'll just like make a special seed world and then not play it because I don't really care. I always think they're a bit naff and not worth doing. But I have more. Well, I have 4 left. Oh, the fishing quest I haven't bothered to do because it's so Terraria for the worthy. I could do for the worthy as a stream. That wouldn't be bad. I know there was obviously some different stuff, but I probably could. Yeah, why not? Maybe I'll do it next week. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Blow. I'll do that next week. I'm sure it can't be that difficult. Missing 15. 15's quite a lot. Obviously some new ones were added, so those ones are normally quite easy to get off. Like the oh yeah, save yourself from drowning by drinking water. That was really easy to do. I did that like just in a random world. But yeah, no, I need more glass. Is it more glass that I needed? I can't remember now. I feel stupid. Let me have a look. This tunnel's very long. Yeah, I need another stack. Another stack of glass, because of course. But I smelled like loads, didn't I? There's definitely some just waiting for me in my house. Yeah, at some point I want to look up the achievements that I'm missing, because I can't remember what all of them are. Because I know it's the seed one, so I've got 4 left, I know that. It's the fancy seed, the fishing, the biggest fishing quest. I'm pretty sure I'm missing... What is it? There's one that's, I don't know. That's really annoying. Oh, get all the slimes. I'm pretty sure that's one of the ones I don't have. Like, get all the friendly slimes. Obviously, I've killed all of the slimes. That's not hard. Oh. 5-minute lag, sorry about that. My computer has 5-minute lag, or like half an hour lag, or whatever it is. It's really weird. Where the whole computer goes and then just recovers immediately. Like, the screen doesn't flash, games don't crash, nothing like that. It's just weird. Don't know what happens with it. I'm just not thinking about it because, yeah, it's scary. I don't like thinking about stuff like that. But yeah, you know what? After I paste this glass, I'm going to look at which achievements I'm missing. It will take me a second because I don't have Steam open. But I literally like switched on my computer and immediately started prepping for stream. Like it was pretty close. Now, one thing I'm not doing that I probably should be doing is leaving the bottom open for water. Okay, lag. I don't know why server's lagging so much today. It never lags normally. Kinda sad. I'd prefer it if it didn't do that. Yeah, I made way too much glass. Oh well. I do need to make sure that when I step back and look through that it looks good. I've got like enough layers. Although from this perspective it does look like I've got enough. Okay, that does not work. Okay, it worked fairly well. Oh yeah, look, that's plenty of layers. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get a couple of water buckets. Actually, I should probably just get some ice, right? That'd be a lot easier. That'd be a heck of a lot easier. Although I don't know if I have any. Although I can just buy some, to be fair. Honorable's ice shop's always nice and stocked up, so that should be good. When you need to buy blue ice off Honorable, that's when Things get dicey whether he's actually got any. Nice. I've got some... Let's go. Do I have a fortune pickaxe? Yes, I do. Actually, talking about fortune pickaxe, there was a thing on Reddit, I think last week, people discussing their, like, inventory loadouts, like, all the normal stuff that they have in their inventory. And mine is actually wild, because obviously it's armor, carrots in my offhand. And I have sword, pickaxe, shovel, trident, hoe, axe, pickaxe above those, and then I have rockets on the end. Like, it is a very, very weird setup. I've never seen anyone with the hotbar that I have, but it works best for me. And then with hardcore, I just move my carrots down and have 2 totems. It's always 2 totems as well. Never just carry 1 totem. So I always feel like that if I'm in a situation that I need a totem, it's very likely that I might need a multiple, so I'm gonna carry multiple. Okay, put the ice in. I should probably use torches to melt the ice and then the water that just removes the torches for me. That would be smart, but I don't have any torches, so we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Bro. So long. Sword, pickaxe, axe, shovel, food, fireworks in the inventory above. I have ender chest, other tools on the left shield. Yeah, shield in the offhand. I always find it weird maining a shield. Because I only ever main a shield if... okay, what the heck is that? I only ever main a shield if if it's early game and I don't have anything else. Right. Okay. And then I wanted to put iron bars on the front here, didn't I? But let's look at that first. It looks a little bit weird with the glass border, but from far away it looks good. I'm in a shield because I keep getting maced. Does shield protect from maces? Oh yeah, because in the new update you can like look up with a shield and like block from above, right? That works. I maced Fern on stream. It was funny. Think you were there, Blue. Right. Iron bars on the other side. Boing. Do I have them? Yes, I do. That doesn't look like enough. I really hope this is enough iron bars to do. Wrong side again. Yeah. I think maces are so funny. I think they're the funniest thing that's been added to Minecraft in a while. They are just truly peak content. But getting a bunch of getting Windburst 3 is so painful though. Dude, it's actually insane. Oh, actually, I think I do have enough iron bars. That's good. Saves a bit of time. Move that. Right, how does this look? Gets annoying after a while? Yeah, I can imagine. That looks sick. The iron bars make all the difference because they just barely block your view so you can't see the messiness. That's great. I'm so glad I did that. That's awesome. Right, now I'm going to do what I promised. I'm going to open Steam and look at the 2 achievements that I'm missing. So, I'm going to put starting stream screen over just in case. What are your plans with the servers? They're done, bro. They're done. They are connecting everyone together. So I will say that, actually, if I... how is there an insect in my room, bro? What do you mean? My screens are up. I had a kind of a vision that over here it would be connected to LTP, but I don't know whether that will get done. But either way, they are done. I guess my portion of it is done. They're just a connecting piece, and in my opinion, a pretty cool connecting piece. So yeah, I'm gonna run over here and do this. this, and I'm actually just going to close off the music for 2 seconds because I want to kill all the other desktop audio just in case. Steam. Oh, of course it's got to update. Bruh. Open it up. Close, go library. I am missing this, the seed one. Oh, Feast of Midas, eating the golden delight. Great Slime Mitos is having all the pets, and then the Supreme Helper Minion doing all the quests, angler quests. So yeah, it was a Feast of Midas that I had forgotten. And that is a crazily difficult one to do. So, yeah. I don't know whether I want to do them. Golden Delight's really easy. Well, I don't want to go on a server and do it. You know? Like, I know there are, like, Terraria servers, you can just go and you can just grab all the items and just do it, but actually going through and manually collecting all of the gold animals is painful, I would say. Apparently 5% of players have done it though, so maybe I'm missing a trick and it's not actually that bad to just go around and use a golden bug net and get all of them. Because obviously by doing the angler quests I should get the golden bug net and then I can use that to get all of the golden animals. But you need a gold bunny and a gold worm. I don't know what the other gold animals are. Oh, butterfly. Although in my, like, quest world, I do have already got a gold bunny, so not just one golden thing. No, you need to get all of them. I'm pretty sure you have to get every golden thing and then add them all together to make the golden delight. Is that not true? Is that not true? Yeah, obtain the golden delight, the highest quality meal from the highest quality ... ingredients. Maybe it is only made of one thing. I guess I will have to look because I don't know. Yep. Right. Let's put all of this stuff away. Yep. Inventory cleaning time. Yay. The best part of stream. Keep slaying. I've got hiccups. Let's go. Right. Let's run through and put this coal away. Just one? Oh, okay. That's extremely easy then. I've been missing a trick on that. I will get that achievement then. Have to. I assume you need a cauldron and then the gold bunny. Okay. That's fine. Probably do that after stream. Because I'm like, otherwise I'll forget, you know. Right, gotta run back to the side to put these items away. Right. Glass. Oh, the iron bars are on the other side. Oh, I'm so good at this. I'm so good at remembering my own storage system. Bruh. Boing. Done. Lovely. Okay, that's a couple of cool little things done. Now let's lie up and around. Oh, I need to. I should probably do that. Wait, do I still have the schematic? I do. Cool. What is that block supposed to be? I can't tell because of the shaders. Green on that side. It is. It is supposed to be a frog lamp. Okay. Okay. We need a verdant frog light. Oh, that's not too bad. We can get a verdant frog light. I have no idea where. And not on the side of the storage system. Surely I got extra, right? Because I was buying them in stacks, right? There's no way I don't have a couple of extra. Yeah, boy, I've loads extra. I've got 2 extra stacks. Oh, they're like emissiveness. Oh, animate lights. Lovely. Oh, I like shaders. Just dynamic lights are so nice. Makes caving a lot easier in the early game if you can just hold a torch, I will say. Right, now the real question is, can I remember where this light needs to go? Yes, yes I can. It is here. Cool. There we go. And time to sleep again. For the 9 millionth time. Up we go. There. I play with shaders, low key is very much my piece. Yeah. I am blessed with a very powerful PC that I cannot show off with my F3 screen, but you can see that I'm giving Minecraft 16 gigs of RAM, so I think that's quite telling of the PC. But yeah. Just having a look around to see if anywhere needs a little bit of extra decoration. Honestly, it's looking pretty good, although here, I don't like how empty this is. Like, I wish there was just something there. But I don't know what. What do you think? What could go there? I feel like it's just marginally too small for a tree. Although, I wonder if I could have a tree and its branches are like leaning against the fence, so they're like burnt from the electricity. Like if I did a birch tree, then some of a little tent, that would be quite fun. I don't know if I could make a tent small enough to be detailed correctly, but I feel like the people are normally outside the fence, right? But that is also outside the fence. I don't know. An interesting point. That does thematically not make sense. Because these guys are protesting against the fence, right? Why would they be protesting and also digging under the fence when there's just a hole there? I'm not going to do your idea at all, but thank you for bringing that to my attention. Okay. New plan. How do we fix that? Because obviously this perimeter fence is very strong and sturdy and like deliberately hostile. And there's a similarly deliberately hostile fence, but what is happening here? Now I could just do like a natural barrier. Waste pipe. That's a really good idea. And then because the pipe comes out, it forms a barrier. Or is connected to the ground with like chains or something that form a barrier. That's a sick idea. This is why we need chat, people. This is why chat is so important. Like, you know, I'm just like vibing myself. Would never have thought of that, but that's a cool idea. So I want some kind of tank material. Probably some coppery stuff. Just get a variety of coppery things. Maybe some... Oh, actually, I can... Of course, what you can do is... do this. And then mine these. Turn it into this. Craft trapdoors. So, that's good. Copper noise? Oh yeah, the copper noise is lovely. Love it. Okay, so we've got trapdoors. We need water buckets or ice, probably. Ice. And then I said iron bars. Right. potential to include chains, trapdoors. I think some, yeah, some other stuff would be good too. Maybe some andesite or tough stuff. A variety of andesite. A variety of tough. Yeah, alright, let's see if we can freehand something. Why not, right? Why not just go for it? My only concern is that the water will be the same color, so it doesn't look like pollution. So should we not use water? Should we use like glass? Yeah. Yeah. What color though? I feel like green doesn't really make sense because the alien is green. I guess, actually, you know what it would be? I go in here. These dispensers, yeah, used to have water in. Where? That used to be a clock. What's happened to my clock? Excuse me, someone broke my clock, I think. Yeah, someone fully broke my clock. Or the clock broke. Crazy. Yeah, so it's supposed to like wastewater from this. Brown or orange. Yeah, I think it would be brown and orange actually. Yeah, because it's wastewater. Yeah, okay. Brown or orange. We can do that. I don't know why I'm flying over there. Oh no, I have an infinity rocket. Or a long rocket, which means that my ping is bad. But it's one advantage. Maybe the only advantage of having bad ping is that your rockets last longer. I don't know if that's that. I don't think that outweighs anything. But it is quite funny. Right. Orange. Okay. Well, we don't have any of that, but we should have orange and brown dye. No. We have yellow. Okay, we have loads of cocoa beans. That's good. Okay, we have yellow. Should have red as well. Oh, those 440 iron golems that I've killed. I actually got some. Guess we'll do 4 probably. Do this. Actually, I don't think I want that much. We only half stack of. Oh, wait, what? That works. That works? Hold on a second. What? I just like automatically did that because that was how I was in earlier versions. Is that data pack? I'm gonna need to look that up after stream to see whether that actually that's a thing. Is that? There's no way. I think it must be the same with insects. Oh, I haven't done my status. Let's good to see Shinberg on. Bro is making insane progress. Obviously, no spoilers, but bang. Shinberg has been doing cool stuff. Right, so here. Guess I'll just start with something basic. Then go from there, perhaps. What do I want? I guess iron is more normal, but I can't flip them, so it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. So I want copper. This. Okay, I'm gonna put the glass in now. Oh, actually, I thought that wouldn't make any sense because it's like but I just think that it's like high pressure. Alright, we are making some progress. Obviously we need some glass panes. But yeah, oh, it disguises in the water so well. Wait, let me swap my shaders to my normal shaders for a second. I want to see how that looks in the ones that I like. Oh yeah, that's even more subtle. That's kind of cool. I think the glass panes will make a big difference to this. Making it less subtle and more eye-catching. But I don't want that. I probably want mainly half, because obviously these buildings are generally made of tough andesite and stone. So sticking with that theming is probably the move. As we get to here, maybe copper each side. We're being a bit stripy at the moment, but I think it's okay. Maybe, yeah. I'm gonna go full stripy mode. Okay, it really helps if you have the right pickaxe. Yeah, go full stripe mode, and then hopefully we can think of something better. Right. Yeah, that does not look like a tank at all, and that is because it needs maybe copper grate windows. Do we do a glass void technique of this? Like, oh wait, this is all covered actually. Okay, that's good. So we can kind of be very free in what we do under here. Okay. Okay. Once again, me being inept at the game. But yeah, if we just push this like way down into the ground, we can use glass void again to kind of make something, I guess. And cool. Oh, so tired. It was way too hot last night, and I was not feeling good. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna continue this way down until like I hit how far I mind. Okay, that was there, but you know what I'm. Right. If I do this, bring it all the way down. Now, if this is filled up with a mixture of glass and water, okay. Not adjacent. Oh, like this. Okay. Yes. I do that, and I just kind of fill this all the way up with. Well, this does need to be filled completely up, doesn't it? Okay, whatever. I do that. I put copper grates on it. Yeah, it looks super. And you can just see it beneath there, which is perfect. Yeah, okay. Okay, right, we're getting somewhere. Getting somewhere. It just needs more depth. So I think the primary way we're going to do that by doing this. No, it's tricky, this. No, building requires some skill that I do not have. Right. Okay, that's better. I don't like these posts though. kind of wish they were less big. Chonkless posts. I guess walls are what that's for, right? But I'm gonna switch my shaders off because I can't see a thing. Oh, you guys can't either. YouTube compression, all that makes it even darker. Can't see a dang thing. Right. I am now. Yeah, I need more trapdoors for like the windows in. I think that's good. Can't work out what to do with the roof though. Yeah, need more trapdoors so we get to do the satisfying proper sound thing again. That was way less satisfying than last time. I have no idea why. Almost disappointing. Oh. Not the end of the world. Wow, this currently looks really bad. I don't think there should be corners at all. Do this. Make it much more skinny. Yeah, that looks decent. Maybe have this as inward facing stairs. Okay, that looks worse. As upward facing stairs. Yeah, that's good. Okay. We can do that. We can copy this onto the other side for sure. Okay, of course I only have one stair. I would prefer to have two. Of course, thank you game. So useful. Okay, any more rockets? Once again, using the world's supply of rockets in one stream. It's always how it be. Right. Okay. I mean, it's slowly getting there. Yeah, it just needs to be as compact as possible. I think. If it has like any amount of chunkiness to it, it just looks really wrong. I'm pretty sure I don't have a stone cutter in the house over there, so we're gonna have to fly all the way back to get to a stone cutter. Make a few. Need that many. If I need one more than this, I will be so annoyed though. Right. I feel like I should play Terraria more on stream. I do like Terraria a lot, so probably do. The coolness meter of the day. How is it looking? Yeah, Nightbot is. Nightbot's ignoring you today, Blue. Yeah, what is Nightbot doing, bro? Hey, whoa. Nice. That is a really good percentage. Never mind. Yeah, and then all I need to do here is this and Maybe... Okay, that's not how that works. Maybe that. And... I just want to make something that looks like a natural a barrier, you know. So I guess... It's that, right? There we go. Now we have achieved a barrier between... Yeah. I feel like I need to wait for the copper to oxidize to actually appreciate this build, but I think I want to add just a little bit extra detail in places. Try and make this feel normal. Know what I mean? Look at it from different angles. I'd say use more. Ah, yeah, no, sorry, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I forgot to do the glass panes. You're absolutely right. Blue, can you do my slasher coolness in chat? Because I feel like I'm not as cool as you, but maybe a Nightbot will grace me. I've got so much stuff in my inventory. Bruh. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad, as I suspected. Not as cool as you, Blue, but that's not bad. Be cool. Yep. Perfect response to that. Bruh, what was that? My rocket didn't take me high enough. What the... Okay. I'm just lagging. That is beautiful. Right. Let's add these glass panes. I feel like I don't need that, and it would actually be better as glass. Okay, that doesn't work. How's that? And then with shaders. Yeah, that's super subtle. Okay. I love the float. It looks like little bits floating above the water. That's cool. Heck yeah. Candles. I like more solid bits. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Good idea. I don't think I have that many candles. Or any, for that matter. But I've got dye. I fully thought I was going to splat into the ground then, to be perfectly honest. Candles are really used? Yeah, they are. Definitely underrated as a building tool. Candles. Oh, okay. That'll do. That is all we need. So what I need is one for the wind to stop blowing down my back and making me shiver. And two, actually have the inventory space to pick up the dang candles. Right. I'm kind of tempted to change it out to cut copper. Anyway, I don't. It's grass blocks. Gonna do this. Make half of these yellow. Okay, not yellow. We need half of them to be... Oh, I just wasted them. Okay, we will make 2 of them orange and 1 of them brown. Okay, it doesn't work with candles. Interesting. Kind of need that glass though. Okay, but I don't need yellow candles. Okay, kind of a shame that we wasted them, but I think there should be enough anyway, because obviously you don't want to overdo it. Candles look good, but if you spam them, it suddenly starts to look a bit like Hogwarts. So, you know, want to be careful. No, they won't be lit. But still. It was raining then. Like, I thought I'd felt water on the back of my neck from the window being open, but... The thing about this is they don't connect to anything, so I can... Okay, yeah, is that too subtle? Or is that the perfect amount where it's barely even noticeable, but just adds that tiny bit extra? I'm not sure. Do we think that's too few? They're barely visible, especially with shaders on. Shaders off, it looks good. It looks perfect. I think I'm going to leave it because the shaders off looks kind of perfect to me. Okay. But yeah, I do want to change these bottom corners out for the art variant. I think it looks more structural. Here, I think I want to swap this back out for the grass that I threw away. Okay, I'm great, awesome, amazing, fantastic. I know I technically don't own this land, but I don't think anyone will even miss these 2 grass blocks. I need 4 because I did the same thing on the other side. I'm so good at this. Ain't nobody missing these blocks. Oop. I just destroyed a piece of grass that I, like, specifically placed there for the detail. Great. Okay, now the real question is, should this now be dirt instead of grass? Surely it makes sense for this to be dirt, right? Like the more industrial creeping outside? Yeah, I think the floor should be dirt. Should be the dirt variants. Yeah. Or just around the tank. I think I want more dirt than just around the tank. Kind of creep it right up to where the mud gradient is. I think that would be good. Either way, I really shouldn't be running through my forest at night like this, but if you run fast enough, even if a creeper isn't there, it doesn't explode, so we are good. RIP! 828, not bad. Everyone's getting good scores today. Still the lowest, but nice one, group. How you doing, brother? Yeah. We need to get some dirt, and I'm just gonna check if I don't have any. Let's go. So we need all 3 types of dirt, actually. The gradient relies on all of them, but then the normal dirt just doesn't touch the grass. So, yep, we need to get all of the different types. Not on the side of the storage system, though. You about finishing my base? Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely a scary prospect. But I was saying earlier about how the base doesn't need to be finished, it just needs to look finished. Like, if you've got a bunch of plans that you can't get to, just make the base feel done. And then, to an outside observer, it is done. They would never know. And that's satisfying. But for, like, a cinematic look around, people would never know. When is Season 1 ending? My last Season 1 video will release on the 15th of June. Which is, obviously, 2 Sundays from today. So, yeah. That's when my last video will be. But, you see, it's, in my opinion, exciting. That I'm ending. I know that sounds silly, but new prospects. New things that we can do. And that is awesome. I could be less lazy with this gradient and try and make it like super precise to like be a ring around the edge and stuff, but completely unnecessary. Not going to put a nice big border of this, do this, and then round we'll get the course going in. Okay, and then we need to start the gradient. Okay, that can't be that. Do you have anyone you confirmed yet? That information is not being released yet, Blue. However, keep an eye on Discord. Right. Okay, I think that looks good. Okay, I think we've done fairly well with this. It definitely fits the theming of the area quite nicely. Like super industrial. Like doesn't fit in the landscape at all. Looks like it's just been shoved there. I think that's perfect. You can see dirt. Wait, does that matter? What do we think, chat? Is it bad that I can see the dirt? Because obviously these blocks would have to be changed for it to not be dirt. Maybe they should be... How does that look? That looks decent. I don't know if I like... Actually, I think I like it more. Yeah, I think we're going to do that and then we can change these out. But you know how I said when I made these stairs, if I need one more, I'll be really annoyed? I am really annoyed because we need to make one more stair. And that is what I get for not planning anything. But yeah, I will be making an announcement, a big announcement on Discord about Season 2 on the 15th. So, pretty cool. I love stairs. I quite like stairs too. I use them a lot. They're good for texturing. I wish there were more stairs in the game. I think that would be good. A horse? What? I can hear a horse outside my window. What? Okay. Of course. We love a bit of England because that just happens now. Of course. Right. This horse stream. Yes. No. Okay. Next thing, I want to add some little details. I want to put buttons all the way around to make it cool, I guess. Buttons improve everything. I'm going to use the blackstone buttons, I think, rather than the stone buttons. I think that would add more contrast. Right, let's hop through here. Oh, I have one fewer than I need. Oh, it needs to be polished. Bruh. Oh, polished. Oh, of course, because they're polished blackstone button. It's comically stupidly long name ever. Honourable. Hello, Honourable. I'm very excited for your upcoming episode, Honourable. Obviously, I won't spoil anything about it, but I'm excited. Yeah. Very cool. I'm going to wiggle around here and place these buttons in. Okay. We've got a contrasty build. Feels industrial. Matches what other stuff that we've been making. How can... Well, actually, it just feels like it fits in, doesn't it? Like, once those trapdoors oxidize, it will just look like the rest. It will just look identical to the rest of the build. Perfect. Alright, I'm going to switch my shaders back on. Oh, complement max, lovely. Yeah, that fits nicely. So I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to strip all these trapdoors off. And I'm going to place them on the ground. Because trapdoors take so long to oxidize when they're all stacked next to each other like that. And you've one after... Oh, awesome. Okay. Yeah, no problem. I can definitely help with that. Right, I'm going to... These... I have... Yeah, all sorts of fun stuff happening. Because I need to talk to Crumb at some point today as well. And we have a meeting. Cool. All sorts of fun stuff happening today. Right. I'm just going to spread them across here. And not evenly, because I'm a psychopath. I don't know. I just can't be bothered to place them evenly, you know? Takes way too much effort. Oh yes, I will individually count out every single block to make sure that they're perfectly equidistant. No, I'm not doing that. Effort can get out of here. Right, okay. Those can sit and oxidize. And now we have inventory cleaning to do. Yay! What fun we shall have! I love that door. It's so satisfying if I can perfectly, like, swoop in and then down the tunnel. Right. My throat is dying. I think it's a mixture of being dehydrated earlier in the day and now doing this. I'll drink some more water. Honestly, Blue, when you watch paint dry, you can kind of see it in real time. It kind of like slowly drying up. Copper takes so long that you don't even get to see the stages changing, bro. It's worse. It's worse than watching paint dry. Yeah, I don't think anything else lives on this side. Also, I use so many trapdoors. The expense has got to me quite quickly as well. Like, the fact that they're annoying and expensive, like, bro. Like, you know, when I did all that nether building in an old world of mine, it was pretty cool. Even though I mined so much obsidian, it was so painful. It looked good, so it was worth it. Copper, it looks good, but it's not even worth it, bro. It's just pain. It's just infinite pain. They just really add a fast way to oxidize, like a recipe or a mob splash potion. I think that if copper is completely submerged, it should oxidize 10 times faster. That's my suggestion to Mojang. Either that or splash potions of water, because they don't have a use. Or any, maybe, yeah, just splash potion of water. That would be a new use for it, I guess. Because obviously it's an unused potion. I do say unused, it does put out fire. To be fair, it does put out fires, which does give it a use, but dripstone with water above? That would be pretty sick. I always think dripstone's kind of got enough. Oh. I can't see. I can't see a thing. Oh, should have been asleep. Okay. Wind just blew my window shut. You probably heard it clunk. But, yeah. Not as weird as when the wind blew and opened my window, like, bruh. Like, my window was completely shut. Well, not completely shut, you know, like, not like latched, but it was kind of like resting open, and then the wind got under it and lifted my window open. Like, bruh. Cake! Cake's online! I've still got more stuff to put away before I can go and repair my elytra that is in desperate need of repairing. It doesn't even matter which side we go into, I've still got stuff for both. And to say, maybe next season I'll get Trident. I highly recommend it. I do really highly recommend getting it. It's just convenient. It saves rockets, you know. Like, it's not like, oh my god, it's so fun and cool and amazing. It's just convenient. Definitely worth it. Right, I don't know why I'm selling tridents. And today's video is sponsored by tridents. No. Right. This way. Of course, I have a random fern head. Why not? Wait, do I already? Oh, I already have fern heads. Of course. Of course. I will increase my collection. Yeah. Right. Let's go to the nether, and then to the end, and then to Fusy's farm. Yay. Oh, I was going to swap those out for barrels, wasn't I? I'll do that. Another little thing that I should do. Dear Blue, I appreciate you stopping by. Loading terrain. Loading terrain. Okay, there we go. I get for playing Minecraft with shaders, all the biomes, all the dimensions take long to load. How are you up here? You should not have spawned up here. Somebody did not spawn proof their portals. To be fair, there are quite a lot of unspawn proof portals around. Maybe that's a job to do. That one's spawn proofed. Yeah. Maybe that's the thing that I should do. Can't believe all these people. Unbelievable. Right. Up. Oh no, this does have a staircase. It's in my hardcore world where if I jump through the portal and then run, I'll just fully jump off the edge. Thankfully I don't do this. Not me, I don't have. Yep. You think you'll make a portal room? No, they're loud and ugly. That's the thing with portals. Like, they're so useful, but dang, are they annoying to put into a build. Whee! Facing the wrong way. That's sad. I got lost in the air. I could have just flown down here, but no. Oh, okay. I guess I'm filling my inventory with carrots instead. Hello, train. All my gear needs repairing. It's wild. Thankfully, it's not too much. Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. Right, I'm gonna collect some extra levels just because they're useful. And feels weird not having that many levels because I normally have like 60. Again, hardcore, I pretty much have 60 levels all the time. Because I don't collect too many levels, but obviously I occasionally spend them, so I'm kind of like always kind of chilling around 60. Feels weird. Right. Yeah, definitely tempted to build one of these next season because this one's a bit rubbish. There's places where Endermen can spawn or teleport to, like these slabs. So tempting to make it myself and do it properly. I have also built like 3 Enderman farms, so maybe it's time for something new. I'll make the server farm not an Enderman farm. Do make like a fully automatic potion maker and then use the like infested potion, because it's only stone. Like, that's not that hard to farm. So the TNT dupers don't work at the moment, so maybe that'll be something to consider. Alright, yes, what was the thing that I said I was going to do when I came back? Barrels. That's what it was. Push. Over here. Down. Let's get some barrels. Yeah, I don't know why I did choker boxes in there, to be honest. I think I did it because the colour scheme and theming matched marginally better. Obviously, that's not necessarily a good thing if they just look bad. Okay, got enough barrels, that's good. That is perfect. And then let's actually fly down the right tunnel. Now the thing about this is I'm pretty sure if I break one of these shulker boxes, the train station will switch on. Yeah. Where did that go? Be in there. Now I think if I disconnect this, then we shouldn't have any... oh, we will have minecarts actually. I need to do... that. That should switch it off. Hopefully. If I know how to do redstone, that one should switch it off. I guess it's less about knowing how to do redstone and more like knowing how this works. But yeah. Oh right, it's not these ones that are on hoppers, is it? So as long as I didn't drop any. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Let's do that. Perfect. Right, then just as a precaution, we'll remove our precaution, and then we are done here. And I've got a bunch of stuff to put away again. Oh, these are all my like stupidly named barrels. Official Whimsy train system. Wait, why is one of them deep slate? Why wouldn't I use all official shulkers? Weird. Okay. Past me is strange. Right, shulker boxes. Yeah, sure, I'll just shove them all in here. Barrels on the other side. I'm not late, you're not Dre. Hello. How's it going? Barrels. Ta-da. Right. Anything more on the inner chest to sort out? No. Perfect. Exams suck. They do. They do. You're absolutely right. What exams have you been suffering through, Dre? Just all of them, or there have been some particularly bad ones? How it always is for me is like most are like okay, and then there are a few that are just like pure pain. Yeah, tax. Pure pain. Yeah. It won't be too long till I get my exam results, because it's 20 working days when we find out our exam results, so it's like, it's really not that bad, really. Kind of want to spread a bit more moss around here, make this gradient look better. Feels a bit lazy. Probably because it was. Yeah, bit of extra moss carpets. Can't even do exams about my own language. Bro, the hardest thing we had to study was English. It's like, analyze this text. I'm like, bro, I don't know. What was the author thinking when they... I don't know. Why did they say that the curtains were blue? Because they were. What? Bro, I don't know. I did worst in English. Like, across all subjects that I took, I did by far the worst in English. Which is why I am not doing English anymore. I do not study it. It would actually be torture if I'd force myself to study more English. I believe there are people who do English at like degree and master's level. Like, bro, what do you study? Do you just memorize more poems, bro? I don't... What? Yeah. That's the fun thing. You have to memorize poems. Like, we don't really memorize them. Memorize quotes to analyze them, but still, like, bruh. So cringe. Right. spread some grass and ferns of this forest over here. Yeah, kind of like around here needs a bit more work. Maybe some carpet. Yeah, because as long as I spread them like super sparsely, it will just feel like the forest is just kind of petering out and finishing far away. And like ferns really work perfectly for like the furthest away possible border. It does feel like I'm somewhat stretching the forest, just like potentially unnecessarily making it bigger, but I think it's important to have a really nice gradient into the jungle. Although actually there are obviously ferns in the jungle, so maybe it makes sense to have a few more. I was saying there are so many paragraphs for exams about types of text. Yeah. There is any way you can make all the grass, little grass not just grass. You mean like this? Or you mean like completely? Because the complete one I actually don't like. That's part of, used to be part of Optifine, I think. I think it used to be part of Optifine that you could do that. But no, I actually don't like how that looks. I prefer it when it looks like this. But yeah, that used to be a thing. Can't remember what it was called. Was it just called connected grass? I'm not sure. I don't like how this is terraformed here. Obviously that's not my terraforming, that's natural terraform. Even so, not a fan. Round it up a bit. I want to keep it look vaguely natural, but better. Yeah. Been a while since I played Minecraft. Yeah. Minecraft changes a lot. Sometimes keeping up with it can be a challenge. I think I want to go through and do this clay. Even though clay sometimes looks pretty cool. But not for this build. Right, another thing that I want to do potentially is kind of, yeah, make this look good. Currently, does not. But maybe, wait, I could just get this, do this, and get my dirt to fill in these holes. Yeah. What do we put in the water? I guess a little bit of coarse dirt. Maybe a little bit of gravel. I just kind of want to make this make sense, you know? Like, it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to look like this, it just needs to make vague sense. That was what to be fair, with the Minecraft updating quickly thing, that's what I found when I played Terraria for the first time after the update. I felt so lost, I was like, bro, what even is this stuff? Like, because everything changed, I was like, bro, what is happening? Bro, it's raining again? Crazy. I can't see. Right. That is one advantage of living underground, is it? The rain never... Shaders never get confused and make it rain underground. Sometimes you can be sitting in your house and it can be raining. Like, bruh, do you mean it's indoors? Yeah. A little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of this. That should be good. Maybe a couple of, yeah, mossy slabs. These always are good gradient blocks, mossy slabs. Like the perfect gradient block for this area. I can't see. I wish it was night so that cake slapped, but alas, it is not, and thus I must suffer in the rain. I mean, I could just do this. Feels like cheating. Alright, here we are. ground. Same as these. Okay. How is this looking? I think that we are actually getting somewhere with this. Yeah. A little bit of something to make it, yeah, look polished. Feel like it's complete. Even though I semi wish I could have made this look even better. Right, zombie, you're getting annoying now. Can you stop doing that? A little bit more moss. Maybe over here. And then the big thing that I want to do is grab 2 pieces of seagrass. What was that? The lag and the height from the trident was wild, dude. Insane. Right. I can't fly. But yes, I need to get 2 pieces of seagrass, which are not on this side. Hoppity, skippity across. And 2 pieces of seagrass. Perfect. Use the 3 rockets. Takes to get out of my house. Sometimes 4 if I miss, but nope. We are good. Okay, one good thing about the rain is that I can travel a lot faster. A lot more efficiently. Yes. Now it looks finished. Still not convinced in the slightest by this area over here, but it's alright. We've got a couple of minutes to sort it out. Ah. I don't want to do. Cover this up a little bit. Some tool with the zombie. Why? Yeah. Alright. I think we've made something that I am satisfied with, but not happy with. Right. Have one final fly around. And some good height so we can see everything. We can not switch the shaders back on. Don't know what I was thinking there. But yeah. Looks so complete from this angle. So cool, I love it. As you guys might have been wondering, yes, this river has been completed. And that is happening in the video that is releasing in 2 minutes time. So yeah, pretty exciting. We get to see the process of that river being made. But yeah, as you can tell, it is the end of stream. My throat is not up to scratch with streaming, so cannot stream over, unfortunately, over time. And I feel like we have done what I set out to do, which was, of course, announce Season 2, talk about a couple of my plans, but of course, not everything. And, yeah, did a bunch of chores. So, yeah, people, if you enjoyed the stream, make sure you give it a like, subscribe, do all that fantastic stuff. And, to be honest, I just want to fly around with my trident for a bit, because it's fun. Yeah. Go on, chunks, load in. Yeah. Actually, one thing we could do. We could, very quickly, just, over here, see if anything's changed. Not quite, but it still looks awesome. Oh, that's a chore that needs doing. I need to do this. I really should have been doing that this stream instead of the small little pieces of grass placing that we did. Oh my god. Alright. Stream's over. See you guys next time. Bye people. Bye. Bye, bye.